Here comes the big Balshaw break. He really does get hold of them, doesn't he? And somehow it's dry.
Yeah. Really does a good job of keeping that head still, trying to get that quality of contact right. Got one earlier on where he just flushed it. But not this time. Just not absolute perfection. Good enough to make a ball, but not on this occasion. So it's Rikki and Jake with the first chance, and it's a tough first chance because of the first shot. If they have ball in hand here, you go, what a great chance this is, but they don't have ball in hand. It looks like Jake's going to take on a big opening shot here. This will feel like they're going to lose the frame if they miss this and win the frame if they make it, but it's tough. And they have missed it. What damage? Lots. Looks like they're slightly undecided here. Danny wants the yellows, and I think Deej wants the reds. Of course, Deej is going to win that battle. Reds look good now, don't they? Pretty sure the red goes right centre. The one, not the one they're nearest to, but the one next to that. It didn't, so the plant was required, but it's an excellent shot. That was a miss hit from McNamara. He's got away with it a little bit. I'm pretty sure he's playing on the one highest up the table. He's got away with it, and they're still in pretty good shape here.
Played that pretty well, did Danny Balshaw. I was a bit nervous for him when he sort of half got up off the shot and came back down on it. But he did execute it well. A lot of folks will always tell you to, if your pre-shot routine is interrupted, to start from step one again rather than midway through, but some players don't always need to do that. They're a bit more sort of natural and composed. That is cued beautifully. Very good finish this from the two Merseysiders. And you really can't say fairer than that. That's an excellent finish. And they go 1-0 in front.
Yeah, very good. They were always sort of chasing the tail a little bit. They got the first shot beautifully, and then they never really got into perfect position until the back end there. But importantly, they just kept going, and they found a way. You see the new balls being racked up. New world now with Ultimate Pool. Had a bit of a play with them myself earlier on. They play beautifully. Crunching break. I feel like he's got to make one. Not going to fall. Hit that really well to Jake.
Guarantee yourself stripes, mate, and then go. 15 left.
Great work here from McNamara and Balshaw as a team. You can hear Deej in the background, just words of wisdom being thrown out, but also clock management being thrown out as well. Just letting him know he's close. Call the extension.
It's something I don't think we see enough of. You know, essentially in this competition, coaching is essentially allowed from your teammate. So when you've got two good players, like this pairing is, if you're Dave McNamara and you can sit in your chair and you can take something out of Danny Balshaw's mind, i.e. the clock, so he just has to worry about potting balls and finding a position, why wouldn't you do it? And I don't think enough pairs actually do that.
I agree. And also, you've got, you know, a very good professional and a very good challenger. The reason that Danny's not quite at the professional level isn't his cueing ability and his potting ability. You can see that. He's a beautiful cueist. Hits the ball beautifully. It's decision-making, and when you've got a great player out there with you, why not lean on that?
This is set pretty nicely. Just needs an angle to come down the table, because he wants to be fairly straight on that one to the bottom right. Thin on that, and he's going to struggle to get onto his last ball, which will be the one on the middle of the bottom cushion. So this next shot, despite being really simple, is quite key. And you can see that little tap of the knee from Dave. He's happy that he's got an angle, as he got slightly too much.
You could actually play on the one at the bottom of the table if you wanted to, run in the middle of the bottom cushion. I agree that, you know, normally you'd play somewhere near the 8 ball would be perfect here. You might target that. I don't see any reason not to do that. He's got an angle to get there, but he does also have an angle to come right the way down. I think that's a higher tariff shot and can go wrong. Oh, that's a poor one, though.
I think the way that he played that, the yellow is always in his mind. You can see he played middle of the cue ball, so no intention of drawing it back and sort of changing the angle at all.
He had enough angle there. For me, that was just a soft screw shot. You play a soft screw shot there, you know, the way he cues it and just almost killing the white as you play it. The path of the cue ball is tracking the 8 ball then. And if you hit it slightly too firm, you hit the 8 ball full in the face, you're good. If you just slide by it, you're good. You know, good things can happen from there. And he just kind of almost tried to play a flick shot off the yellow. I think he overthought it in the end.
I think I'm right in saying as well that the Butcher and Dave McNamara, former England black ball teammates, they're very, very good mates off the table. There'll be no love lost in this match, though. There'll be plenty of stick flying, whoever beats the other.
Actually not sure if they're still teammates. I'm not sure if they both still play. I think they do.
Bit of a grimace there from Jake. And that's because I think he wanted to be on the yellow to left centre. Because that felt like a natural way to sort of take those yellows almost in semicircle order, if you like. Yeah, now he may have a tough shot.
Yeah, if he lands on the one to left centre, he's rolling every ball in from there on in, all the way through. And that's a wide.
Oh, yes it is. And my goodness me, hasn't he got away with it? Or has he? Can Danny make that red he's closest to?
It looks like he can, but it's a big shot. Might help him if he can't, actually. Just in terms of don't leave anything nice on for Jake.
Well, Dave very much playing offensive coordinator and has given a target for Danny to hit. I think he's a little bit shy of it. Wanted to be behind the 8 ball. Didn't want to leave sight of this yellow to left centre. That was key. It was a tricky little shot there.
I can only assume he couldn't see that red to take it on, because as tough as that would have been into left centre, I don't think he gets a better opportunity to win the frame, or he doesn't without a mistake from Jake. I don't think you could play a good enough shot there to earn a better opportunity, so I can only assume he couldn't see it.
Jake himself has to play a shot now because he has the yellow tied up.
I assume he was playing on the one on the right-hand side to then use the one in the middle to break out the other one, but now he can pot this one to top right, let the cue ball slide across and just hit the red full in the face, and there is no bad cannons then. The only way it goes wrong is if you hit top side of red. Top side of red or yellow. That was the bad cannon. Red full in the face was fine. He's still got 2 ways of going here. He'll still back his queuing.
Wow.
He's missed a couple of balls. Tough balls, to be said, but he's missed a couple of balls by quite a long way in this frame.
Yeah, and you just don't expect Jake to do that. He's such a fabulous player. It really is a surprise. I like that choice of shot from... Oh, I don't love that choice of shot from Danny.
Can't connect these two together, surely.
I thought for sure he was just going to die that red into bottom right and hold for the one bottom left. But he's played it so hard, I can't imagine that was ever his way. But now this shot is tough
If
to
you
link
pot
these two.
And pot the red, how are you getting on the other red? And if you don't, where are you going to play safe? This is tough. Really tough. Yeah, there's just nothing on there, was there?
Oh, and cue balling off to add insult to injury. Yeah, I just think that was an off choice from Danny. It looked for all the world that really the only way you could go there was going bottom right. I feel like that was a shot to start with. But you had to then try and link the one to the bottom left.
Yeah, I think he potted it on the thin side of the pocket, so the cue ball's drifted up way too far. If he hits centre pocket, he's fine. So just an execution error more than anything else. Question whether he should have taken that last one on or whether there was a safety shot on. But Jake-Dylan Newlove, who's played as bad a frame as he probably could imagine playing, is going to still win it.
And isn't that what good players often do? Jake-Dylan Newlove wins the frame despite missing 2 shots that if you'd have told him before the night started he'd miss, he wouldn't believe it. Mentioned these two are good mates. Dave happy to have a chit-chat. It's Dave to break off in the next frame. His partnership needs one. 7.5 minutes to play. Still plenty of time in this match for any outcome to happen.
Yeah, could be seeing the 4-way 6-thread shootout still in play as well with 7 minutes to play. Two frames feels about right in that time, doesn't it? Frustration for Deej as he's dry, so it's on Rikki here. One tricky yellow. Is there a tricky red? Probably not. Reds are good here. Yeah. Just how do you want to connect the top to the bottom? Yeah, this is perfect actually. Because you to go top right, use the one top left, and the one left centre you can literally drop that in and use the yellow if you need to, but probably play it natural, and you just fall through the gap and you land. You can't really go wrong. So as long as you don't finish absolutely dead straight, and even if you do, you've got an out. But he's not going to, because you're not moving the cue ball very far. There you go. That's what he's looking at now. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at, Rikki. Just let the cue ball drift forward a roll here, and then you're just naturally drifting the gap. And if you go, ideally you want to be on the one by the yellow. Straight in on that, you're perfect. But if you do drift too far, you have a get out. You'd rather be short than long here, because then you can still stay on that one. Yeah, that will do you nicely. Where's the 8-ball going? Does it go top right? That would be the simplest place if it goes there. Looks like it goes comfy.
There's your answer sight.
Yeah, wide open. So back where you are now on this line in a couple of shots' time is what you need to do. So anything but straight on the last ball, but you can't really land straight on the last ball with that much angle. I'd rather it go top left, but I don't think it goes top left. So.
Oh, he's played that pretty well. He's played that pretty well.
Tell you what, if he hadn't have reacted, we'd be talking about what a lovely positional shot there. He thought he'd overhit that the minute he hit it, didn't he? But he's landed okay.
Yeah, he's landed plumb. Really, really good out that from Rikki Jones. Classy. And it is the Yorkshire pairing who go a frame up. 4.5 minutes to play. Clock stops in the 15-second shot clock zone for the racking of the balls.
Any gamesmanship in that? The reason I asked that question is back when I first got into the game, every time I was playing a certain friend of mine, every time he would get annoyed if he thought I was getting lucky. So every time I knew I played a shot perfectly, I'd react like I hadn't or I'd got it wrong and try and wind him up. Bit of fun and games out there.
Oh, I tell you what, I think it's the first time we've seen the butcher break tonight, and maybe like the second, but that is break of the night by a mile.
Yeah, he broke at the beginning of this match and broke dry, but hit it just as well. He's a great break. He's a great cueist, he really is. Background in snooker. Okay, all about the red nearest the top right-hand corner pocket. Doesn't pass the yellow to the corner. Can you play into the cushion and use the yellow? Play into the red, see what you can do with it. Into the red, see what you can do. You can snooker yourself. That's no good. Oh, wow. How about that for a shot? I tell you what, they're digging a pretty big hole, but they're still digging. They're on the next ball, just.
And that's what it's all about.
I think you can make this and play on the double. Yeah, on the double. Is it straight enough to be able to follow it through as well? Or does the cue ball get in the way of the red? I think this is okay.
It's a big, big shot.
Oh, no.
No way. Well, those do not happen very often. Dave McNamara and Danny Balshaw sprinting out of their chairs. We'll show this one again. Wow.
Well, you could tell because of the stripe on the ball, just how much that was spinning as it came across to the pocket and just span right around the back of the pocket.
But the craziest thing is you saw the ball dip below the lip of it.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Well, 2 minutes to play. I tell you what, 2-2's looking favourite right now.
Steady.
Steady. They've still got to get out here. They've still got to play one really good shot to pop it into play and then make sure with clock management. And that's not the one. It's not perfect. And that's not perfect. Got to play the double. I mean, they could play the snooker. They have got time to waste one shot. They could lay the snooker here.
Snooker's a shot here.
But if it's a straight double, you take it on. Deej calls for the snooker. They get the snooker.
That's a correct shot. There's the odds of Rikki making this are so slim, and then they're going to have a minute to clear 4 balls and the 8 ball. That was the correct shot for me. Especially now they're going to get cue ball in hand, and they might need it too.
The reds now block the yellow. It's now a harder finish. Oh, this is very short position.
Make this all get out. Brilliant pot from Dave McNamara. Still a modicum of work. They're going to have to make a ball.
Yeah, this isn't actually as easy as it looks because that yellow is quite well guarded by the 8 ball.
I think you probably have to play on it next.
Yeah, Now, can they get out onto the next one without the 8 becoming in the way? Looks like they're happy with that.
Minute left. They've actually got time. This double.
Well, they get the next break. That's why they're short here, though, aren't they? Oh, they're quite a long way short.
This double is big.
Yeah, watch the cue ball. Watch the cue ball as well.
Jaws the double. What's the leave? They've got away with one massively, have they?
No. They can see the red anyway, at least. They can kill 15 seconds. Can they leave no shot on? Probably. Leave the cue ball really close to the yellow here. Just dead weight the cue ball off it. Leave no shot.
Oh, he's got it wrong. He can make this. In goes the yellow. An 8 ball to tie it, to beat the buzzer for Danny Balshaw. Nails it. Cue ball stays up and the clock runs out. It ends in a draw. Well, well, well. Danny Balshaw puffs his cheeks, takes the acclaim of his supporters, and well, 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 the 4-way 6 red shootout is afoot. Back after the break.